Hi guys, today decided to talk a little what is going on with Ukrainian churches. Probably you have heard we have not only war in Ukraine now, actually we have also conflict in church, and I would like to explain a little about this, so continue watching. So probably for you it's not a secret that in Ukraine we have most of churches with Russian Moscow priests and workers who actually occupied our Ukrainian churches like buildings, and because of the war, Ukraine decided to get rid of this Russian Moscow priests, and you can find a lot of videos on the internet. As an example, in Kyiv-Pечерska Lavra, also you should hear about this. It's one of the most oldest and most beautiful, most popular and biggest church in Kyiv. It is located in Kyiv city center, and for example, what is going on there, Ukrainians who very patriotic, they take Ukrainian flags and so on, go to this Kyiv-Pечерska Lavra and yelling like Moscow Russians, get out of here, because they think that these Russian Moscow priests have bad influence on Ukrainians in general, because, for example, they say this Russian Moscow priests like, oh, it's not fault of Russia that they occupied Ukraine, or Russians didn't start this war, and so on. And it actually happens in the city center, in capital in Ukraine, in Kyiv. So to be honest, we should do something with this. Trying to get rid of these people from Russia and Moscow, and Russian Moscow priests and other workers don't want to give up. They stay still in some of churches. They who decided actually left Ukrainian church, they steal our pictures in church and other values from this church, and trying to relocate them to Russia or whatever. I don't know actually where exactly. So our Ukrainian patriots trying to protect all our church values. As an example, yesterday we had Easter in Ukraine, and it was nice to have a look that people don't want to go to Russian Moscow churches where these people still stay. They trying to find Ukrainian churches. Me as well, yesterday I decided to find Ukrainian church and go there, and it was very funny. There were traffic jam before you get to the church, and Russian Moscow churches were almost empty. So our government not to push, as I understand, to both sides, and they trying to solve this problem in a proper civilian way. But anyway, near biggest churches we have now a lot of police, military people, and so on. So now churches in Ukraine not the most peaceful and quiet places how it should be, in my opinion. But hopefully this problem will solve, and we, as a consequences, will have some not Russian or Moscow people in our churches who actually might have bad influence on our people, and this problem, as a consequences, will be resolved as soon as possible.